Camelot331 here, and they got him. They got my boy, my beautiful boy.
Oh, no.
The Halo composer.
He's so done. He's never going to be able to work again.
Sir Marty O'Donnell
Oh.
was just fired and canceled from an anime con called
He's the Halo composer, the original Halo composer.
SacAnime con over some straight up BS. And this happens all the time. I'm going to be completely honest. Happened to me once as well. Over nothing. Absolutely nothing. Basically,
Happened to Smash JT also.
people say he's unsafe. And we're going to get into this. But
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, what do they think that he's going to do to them? Say mean words? You're murdering me!
I just think it's insane that we're at a point in 2026 where just simply having a different opinion, and not even a different opinion that actually is dangerous in any way, shape, or form until they change it to make it that way and sell that as their own narrative.
Well, his words and his policies, they're literally killing trans people.
To basically cancel somebody that's already planning
It's making people feel bad to the point where they have to off themselves.
on choosing them to spend their time
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa!
with and to bring joy to the fans. He's the composer for Halo, brother. He gave us all the most beautiful hits. All the beautiful hits, brother. It's amazing. So before we get into this, make sure you like this, subscribe down below, and let's get into the sauce right now. So right here, this says Halo composer Marty O'Donnell canceled by convention after former Kamala Harris account misrepresents comments, which is exactly what happens. It always works this way every single time. They take a 2-second clip. And then
Lies. And they know it's lies. They don't care. They're a bunch of commies. If you're not marching in lockstep with them, then they want your head.
like, this is what I perceive this clip as, therefore this person should be punished for what I perceive they're saying. And usually they don't even perceive it that way, they just make it out to be that way so they can get what they want. It says Halo composer and Republican congressional candidate Marty O'Donnell says he's been disinvited from the upcoming SacAnime convention after LGBTQ staff members reportedly objected to his appearance over his political comments. Comments that were previously portrayed by a...
What the hell is happening in the background? Why is everything so broken?
Kamala Harris aligned social media account as calling for the persecution of LGBTQ plus people.
I had to make sure that wasn't my OBS.
Which is not what he said even remotely. But that doesn't matter in these situations. It never really has.
Yeah, didn't he say something about Marxism?
That's right. It says there is one significant problem with the characterization. O'Donnell never called for the LGBTQ plus people to be persecuted in the comments being cited at all. Not even remotely at all. But that, again, doesn't matter. So here's exactly what Marty said immediately. So Marty said, I'm very disappointed that SacAnime has disinvited me from a Halo 25-year reunion at their conference next month. If you thought we defeated cancel culture in 2024, well, guess what? Think again. Well,
yeah, they've gone completely insane because they know they're losing.
Listen. Same exact thing happened to me last year. The Game and Geek Expo, I think it's called, or the Geek and Game Expo, I don't know.
They keep kicking me out of their fucking Facebook group, but I'm making them more popular so they can't actually outright ban me. I love it.
Raleigh, North Carolina, they invited me out to do a guest spot to sign some stuff and hang out with some people because I do these things all the time. And unfortunately, one of their staff members came into my live stream, and in my live stream I play like a goofy like Trump meme intro. Like back a year ago I used to play that intro, and it's just Trump and an Asian lady and they're dancing. You know, it's a straight up meme, right? Well, at any rate, they saw that and the lady refused to allow me to attend the con, and they made a statement saying that people felt unsafe with me being at the convention because I played a Trump intro, a meme Trump intro as my...
Well, they're going to feel bad. That's why they're saying they feel unsafe. And if they feel bad, then you're murdering them.
Intro to my stream. Now, that being said...
Yeah, they want to kill themselves. That's what they mean by feeling unsafe.
The funniest part about my situation is one of their main guests was a voice actor, I believe it was a voice, who was a liberal, luckily enough, right? Who had actually been convicted of SA, like straight up convicted.
How about
that? But apparently he's safer to be around than I was because I had a Trump intro. But that's neither here nor there. But these things happen all the time. So here is what the promoter says, the SacAnime.
They actually are big fans of crime of all kinds. As long as you have the right talking points, they don't give a shit.
A promoter says. This is the message they sent to Marty. It says, "Hey, Marty, the promoter for SacAnime has shared that his LGBTQ staff does not feel comfortable with you." Exactly. See, same thing. "We feel unsafe because you said a thing and then we misinterpreted it on purpose to get you out." Because you got to believe that when they heard he was coming at all, they were probably working towards trying to get that removed immediately. I promise you they were.
Yeah, just because they don't like them.
It says, "Based on your recently reported statements of the political campaign, they have rescinded their invitation to not cause any further staff upset." Absolute BS.
All the staff that gets upset over somebody attending an event, fire them.
All this is going to do is cause the Streisand effect. That's what these things do, right? It says, "O'Donnell revealed his removal from the convention in an X post on Tuesday. I'm very disappointed that SacAnime has disinvited me from the Halo 25 conference. The former Bungie composer, whose work alongside Michael Salvatore helped create the iconic sound of the Halo franchise, included a screenshot of the message explaining why it was rescinded." Shocking, right? It says right here what Marty O'Donnell actually said, right? It says, "On July 17th, the verified headquarters account on X, formerly associated with the Kamala Harris campaign, posted a clip of O'Donnell appearing on the WDW Pro show. The account made an explosive accusation. They said, here's the accusation. It says, unearthed, breaking, boys, breaking. We got him this time. It says Trump endorsed Nevada GOP candidate Marty O'Donnell." See, they put the Trump endorsed in there to make sure you know he's evil, right? Because that's how these things work. "Marty O'Donnell calls for the persecution of LGBTQ plus people and treating them as an existential threat."
Well, okay, so I don't even think that they think that he said that. He's a Republican, so he automatically thinks this. That's what they have in their brains.
Okay, so they're literally changing everything around to fit an excuse to cancel him and get him out of there because, to be fair, they just hate him, right? They hate all these people. They want all these people dead. You know, at least the people that are, like, very vocal about it and performance about it, right? You know, I don't really care if you're left or right. I'll hang out with you, brother. We'll drink some drinks. I don't give two shits about this.
I'm fine with people on the left as long as you're not a fucking leftoid and politics is in front of everything that you do and you're all about your sexuality and identity, which is most of them now, because all of the smart people already fucking left the left.
But these other people, they totally do, unfortunately. So, here's what he actually said. He said, speaking about what he views as an ideological threat facing Western society, O'Donnell said, talk about an existential threat. This is where we are right now. We are on a cliff.
Can he not say existential?
Looking down into the abyss, and the abyss is Marx's anti-Western philosophy. There's a weird alignment.
Isn't it illegal to be a communist? I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, let me look that up real quick, because I keep hearing it. Believing in or being a communist is not illegal in the United States. Damn, it should be. As political ideology and affiliation are protected by the First Amendment against prosecution for more belief or abstract advocacy. However, the Communist Control Act of 1954 remains on the books, declaring the Communist Party, USA, so it's just a party? That's fucking stupid. Bureaucracy at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Well, technically, we're not the Communist Party, USA. Technically, we are the new Communist Party. It's different. It's a different thing. An instrumentality of conspiracy to overthrow the government and stripping it of legal rights, which is what Hassan Piker and most of those DSP fucks. DSP? Not DSP, that's Dark Side Phil. DSA is what I meant. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to overthrow the American government and change it to be a socialist system. They want to get rid of capitalism and replace white people.
Alliance of all these groups who like to pretend like they're oppressed. The LGBTQ, the Islamists, Marxists, they're all together now. Whatever one thinks of O'Donnell's argument, headquarters didn't simply criticize his words, it attributed a position to him that he did not express. Most glaringly, O'Donnell does not call for the persecution of LGBTQ plus. It's so hard to say, man. It's so hard to say. I'm from Alabama. Can we shorten that bitch?
What did that one chick say? LGBTQ?
Anywhere in the quoted remarks. There's no call for persecution of anyone at all. Furthermore, O'Donnell explicitly identifies the abyss he is discussing as Marxism. Marxism, those damn commies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's headquarters.
Every time. Every single time. Because they are commies.
Transforms that argument into the considerably more inflammatory allegation that O'Donnell wants LGBTQ plus people persecuted and considers them an existential threat.
If he did say that based, but I don't think he did.
Here's what they did. They took like 3 words out of this entire paragraph statement that he said, and put those together. And they're like, all right, we canceling you now. My idea is likely they were trying to cancel him to begin with. And that was the silver bullet, right? The silver bullet. Okay. That's how this works. That's how it's worked. It's always worked. It says this isn't simply an online fight involving an iconic video game composer. O'Donnell is currently the Republican nominee for the Nevada's 3rd congressional district after winning the Republican primary in June.
Also, he was one of the original creators of the original Halos, which they hate.
He will face a Democratic Susie Lee in November. Okay, so this is all part of the plan, baby. It's all part of the plan. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, left, right, right. Look, dude, again, I don't give two shits who you are. Okay,
I do.
You are.
I ain't playing those games.
Democratic, and you're coming to a con. I don't give a damn. To be fair, most people don't. All right.
I'll give a damn if you're making terroristic threats and supporting terrorism, which most of them do.
It's only from the other side where they're like, we don't feel comfortable. But we'll have this straight up grape guy here. We'll have him here all day. Totally fine.
Exactly.
But
exactly why you just can't. We can't get along. There's no way.
That's just how these things work. Okay, it's how these things work. It says Marty O'Donnell responds in an exclusive statement provided to the Geeks and Gamers. O'Donnell revealed that his appearance at SacAnime had been in the works since January and said the convention had even asked him to record a promotional video for the event just 2 weeks before his invitation was rescinded. That's how these things work. I bought merch for the Game and Geek Expo. They removed me. They never paid me. Didn't really matter. The con failed miserably, which was to be expected because it blew up on the internet everywhere. And now they're doing it again this year. And of course, they didn't reach out to me. Why would they? Says O'Donnell also directly addressed the controversy surrounding his existential threat remarks, arguing that his comments...
Dude, my brain is going to explode if he has to read existential one more time.
...have been twisted by his political opponents and alleging that his removal of this SacAnime was ultimately motivated by his Republican congressional campaign. Shocking. Here's what Marty O'Donnell said. He says, in January, I was invited to attend a Halo reunion at SacAnime over Labor Day weekend in Sacramento, California. Now, it being in California, yeah, you're pretty boned there. I was excited to attend with so many stars, including Jen Taylor and Steve Downs, to celebrate 25 years of Halo with all of our fans. They even asked me to record a video promoting my attendance 2 weeks ago. After SacAnime made numerous announcements of my attendance over the last weekend, I was told I was being disinvited because I called Marxism an existential threat. They have removed me from the website and deleted all their posts on social media promoting my appearance. My existential threat comment has been twisted by my political opponent.
There went my brain.
It's over the last few weeks, and anyone who saw the video knows that to be true. That is why I know it's not...
Dude, OBS, why do you keep making my fucking electric in my eye go all wonky? Why does it keep moving up like I've got a fucking lazy electric eye? It's so fucking annoying. There we go. I fixed it.
Not why I have been pulled from the anime. I was pulled because I'm a Republican. That's it. And that's likely true, to be honest. Funnily enough, SacAnime's decision proves my point. Silencing the opposition is a key component of Marxism, and that is the one reason why Marxism is an threat to our country. And that's 100% true, right? It's always like free speech unless it's free speech I don't like, right? And even then, he didn't say that, right? So it doesn't even matter. It isn't not even part of the conversation. He says, I genuinely believe we had put an end to cancel culture after 2024, but that was just the end to what AOC called woke number one. No, not the sequel. The sequel's always worse, right? Unless it's Terminator 2, then it's great. Woke 2 is here, and it's just as eager to silence and destroy conservatives as Woke 1. Unfortunately for them, I can't be silenced, and I'll continue to use my voice to speak out against the threats our country faces, especially from... That's how this works. Jen Taylor even promoted his...
I think he just has problems with EX words.
Right? She even was all cool about it. The longtime voice actress Cortana, she was all on board with it. Everybody's on board with it. Okay. Misrepresenting O'Donnell's words has real consequences. The issue here isn't whether O'Donnell political opponents like his views. The issue is whether those...
This is just going to make Halo look even worse, dude.
Opponents accurately represented what he said. Of course they're not going to. I'm sorry if you've been in the political spectrum at all in the last 10 years, maybe longer, let's say probably 100 years, I don't know, but very, very especially the last 10 years. Nothing's true, all of it's fake. Everything's always being very, very silly all the time. It's always being silly. They're all going crazy, and now it's just turning into mudslinging on social media. It's crazy. It says this is not merely a disagreement over political rhetoric anymore. It's just an inflammatory version of O'Donnell's remarks entering the public conversation. O'Donnell is now facing professional consequences amid the resulting controversy. It's all very, very silly. Now, I will say this. This is BS as hell. Anybody that watches the video understands what happened. These cons don't really care Okay, they like to throw the word uncomfortable around to hold some more weight to their.
Yeah, and the companies that are going to these cons need to tell them to fuck right off, or we're going somewhere else. But they're not going to do that because they also agree with this philosophy, which is anti-philosophy.
Their statement, no one really gives a shit. Okay, no one believes you. No one cares. Okay, canceling people's gay. It's been gay forever, and cancel culture is not dead at all.
And being gay is not good.
Although it has been weakened, but it ain't dead. You know, we've all seen it happen. We've all seen it happen from a mile away, and it's still happening right now. It says right here, look at this. Asmongold says this is what these people do. Until conservatives are willing to match this energy and exceed it, they will continue losing the cultural ground. Conservatives are more concerned with preserving their principles than winning philosophy that ensures a future with neither.
Yep, deport them all. That's what I always say. All of these disgusting, degenerate freak commies, get them the fuck out of my country.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't care about Europe. They can do whatever the fuck. I'm talking about America.
Yeah, right? The reason they're saying that is because they see any opposing worldview as violent. Any opposing worldview they have, completely violent.
Yeah, let's meet them where they lie.
Right? Doesn't matter what it is.
They think that there's violence, let there be violence.
Literally doesn't matter what it is.
I'm not being literal. I'm saying the monopoly of violence from the government should be used against these people to get them the fuck out because they are trying to take over America.
You can be hyper liberal and say one thing that is not liberal, and you're done. You're also canceled. And look, I'm not trying to get political here. I don't really care. But that's the point. Okay, that's the point. These things happen. It happened to me directly. That's just how these things work. Now, luckily enough, baby, that he has been invited to another one, and it's one that's close to my heart here. It's close to my heart, guys. So there's a Vegas meetup, and it's called Sin City with Stuttering Craig and Side Scrollers. Great people. I might go to this. I don't know. We'll see. But Marty O'Donnell has accepted an invitation to this.
Hell yeah.
Which will be awesome.
Dude, this is the new culture. This right here. They think that they're the culture over that SacAnime. But no, people like Stuttering Craig, Yellow Flash, fucking Nerdrotic. These are the current leaders of the culture.
Same thing happened to me. I got invited to 3 cons directly after I got canceled from the Gaming Geek Expo. It's called the Streisand Effect. People don't like cancel culture, and to be fair, people on most political spectrums don't like it either. Normal people who might be liberals, they don't like it. Conservatives don't like it. No one likes it. The only people that like it are the people that benefit from it, and that is gay. It's gay. It's what it is.
No, and the leftoids online, they see this stuff happen, and they're not thinking, oh man, this sucks. Why didn't they just let them go? No, they're cheering it on. I think Camelot is doing too much of the fence sitting and doesn't actually know what's going on because he's not paying attention. But that's okay. I still love him, boy. I still love him, brother.